in Vietnam. Bonsoir to all you Canadian pricks. I got some unemployment news that I thought I'd want to share with everybody. Some real news. Now the propaganda machine, of course, is going full blast. And it's an election year, and it will be going full blast for the rest of the year, even more so than it's been going in the past. So, do not watch television except for to get information about the enemy, and that's it. That's all you need. And all you need to do that is to watch a little C-SPAN, you know, watch a little few minutes of the nightly news. I don't watch it all. I watch about 10, 15 minutes, because after that I get sick. And then, of course, the local news, about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'm about to get sick too. Even the local newspapers are just so biased, man. Propaganda, they lie to you just like the movie Network. That's all they do is lie and feed you bullshit. Okay, but the unemployment, so they, you know, of course it's all good news, but I'm going to do a video later about on the website that I found from the government that announces the official numbers. Now ADI reported 325,000 more paychecks written, because they're a paycheck company that writes the paychecks, and in December. Well, of course, because number one, you had all the retail people, you know, they were pushing Christmas back in Halloween. You know, the evil Halloween rolled around, and they started pushing evil Christmas. Spend, spend, spend. The economy's getting better. Things are getting better, man. Obama's got it under control. You know, and Newt's on the way. Shit, what could go wrong? So, of course, there were people hired. I had people in my family that were hired. They're now not working now because, you know, the retail season's over with for Christmas, and now they're all laid off and stuff. But there's no unemployment to be collected for these kids in college and things like that, in school, or just kids out there trying to find their way because they didn't work long enough to collect unemployment. So, you know, they still will not be counted, and that's what we have to look at, the number of people that are not counted. Now, I looked up the number to make a long story short. The actively collecting people, all benefits, you know, extensions from the federal government and state benefits are 7 million something, about 7.5 million people actively collecting. Now, they listed the jobs that lost, the states that lost the most jobs. Michigan was third, losing nearly 6,000 jobs in December. So these numbers are all fake. Now, a lot of these were just like, you know, one-time paychecks, you know, maybe a couple paychecks, and of course they announced this stuff in January, and they won't announce January's decline of writing paychecks. They won't announce that. I can guarantee that right now, man. But it's just another scam. You know, Obama has to look good. No president has ever been reelected with a unemployment rate over 7.2%. I guess it's some kind of fact. I don't know. I found that somewhere. But and another thing, Obama's going to have to get people to rally around him if he wants to start a new war. Now he's bringing the troops home. He's going to make the military more lean, of course, and that means getting rid of troops, or letting the troops ETS, and they're not giving a shit about them, and people trying to join. I mean, there's no jobs out there for kids, and that's why a lot of these kids join. And now they're going to be fucked because, you know, there's going to be no jobs in the military either, because they're not going to be hiring, or they're not going to be even recruiting so many kids. And so we see a lot of people getting laid off from states, all these cities around Michigan anywhere being taken over by financial managers, Detroit, of course. And the unemployed, I have a great idea for the unemployed to lower the numbers. Now, I've always said that in order to lower the unemployment numbers, we're going to have to simply get rid of the unemployed people. Okay, I got a great idea. I think the Obama administration might have thought of this before. But what we do is we take, there's a traffic jam here on the island this morning, man. It's pretty crazy. Look at this. Well, I'll get a shot where I'm stopped here, man. This is just beautiful. This is my view every day going to work, man. Look at this. A lot of summer cottages out here in the bay. It's not very deep out there, believe it or not. I think you might get a couple 12-foot spots, and that's about it. Most of it's really, really shallow. Okay, but anyway, you can move your ass, dude. Come on, man. What the fuck you doing? I'm going around, man. I don't see no stop sign out. Okay, the unemployed. Here's what we do. Here's what we do. We give all the long-term unemployed people like a free trip to Las Vegas on a particular weekend. Okay, and we'll, you know, they can pick a weekend, and you get like a free trip to Las Vegas, all expense paid, hotel, meals, and a couple $100 in chips. You know, make it sound really so tempting they can't pass it up. And all these unemployed people would converge on, you know, Las Vegas, Nevada. And then when they get there, like nuke it, blow it up with a nuclear bomb, and blame it on Iran. Okay, you accomplish a lot of things here. You lower the unemployment, the real unemployment numbers. You can lower it because Obama can say, look, it used to be like 10 million people unemployed that weren't collecting and just weren't counted. Now look, you guys, there's only 1 million. Well, of course, 9 million of them were in Las Vegas. But nobody's going to say anything about that. And then we blame the nuke accident on Iran, and we can get into war. The whole world will, all the United States will back, you know, Obama. We got to get these fuckers. He can stand on a pile of rubble, and, well, a fake pile of rubble, of course. He doesn't want to be around the radiation. And claim that, you know, either you want to be with me or against me. And, you know, they'll be with him. We get a war with Iran. The military economy can roll along, even though they didn't really employ anybody. And we get rid of the unemployed people. And look at this, great, because in Japan, in Fukushima, all these jobs are being created from this nuclear accident. Okay, we could create tons of jobs. And you know, in Fukushima, they're actually cleaning dirt. My God, how long could that take? They're saying like 40, 50 years. And the real scientists are saying much longer than that. They're already getting children that are 9 and 10 years old ready to be workers at this plant, being cleanup people. Is that crazy? So we can not only have a lot of jobs created now, cleaning up the dirt and the sand and everything else, but we can have future jobs and start training the children so they can predict low unemployment, and the whole thing keeps rolling along, man. That's a great fucking idea. And hey, since we nuked fucking Las Vegas, why not nuke a couple cities in Iran? You know, nuke a couple places. That way they'll know we're not fucking around, and the whole world will just sort of like, you know, bow down to us because they're scared as shit, right? Yeah, I guess that could happen. Well, I guess I should have ran being in politics, man. But you know, it's the ADD thing, the speech impediments that I had to work through in my lifetime, and the dyslexia. It just kind of screwed up my life. But here, this is the Bay, and my thoughts on unemployment this morning. Duck out.